Then the sky darkened. The Karthuun Dominion arrived without warning. Their warships eclipsed the sun. They did not negotiate. They did not explain. They took the children, and they left. They believed humanity was weak. They were wrong. The message to Earth, when the distress signal reached Earth, it carried only 3 words. They took them. No political debates followed. No hesitation. Across the Sol system, fleets powered up. From Mars shipyards to the orbital rings of Jupiter, humanity moved as one. Not for territory, not for pride, for their children. The galaxy had awakened something ancient inside humanity. The Dominion's mistake. The Karthuun believed humans were emotional, irrational, soft. They didn't understand that human emotion is not weakness, it is fuel. Within weeks, human stealth probes infiltrated Dominion space. Every colony, every shipyard, every defense grid mapped. Humanity was not preparing to rescue. They were preparing to erase. The first Dominion fleet simply vanished. No warning shots were fired. No declarations of war were made. Human warships emerged from slip space, right in the heart of their formation. Precision rail strikes, crippling EMP bursts, and swarms of boarding drones. It was all over in 6 minutes. The galaxy took notice. Humanity had never fought like this before. The first strike had been delivered. You harmed human younglings. You will return them. Every single one, or your species, will exist only in history archives. The fear spreads, panic rippled through the Dominion. Their spies reported impossible things. Human fleets that moved without hyperspace signatures. Weapons that bypassed shields. AI systems that predicted fleet movements before they happened. Other galactic powers watched in silence. For the first time, the Karthuun felt fear. You harmed human younglings. You will return them. Every single one, or your species, will exist only in history archives. For millennia, we gazed at the stars with wonder, thinking we were alone. We were wrong. They were there all along, slumbering in the void between galaxies, ancient entities that saw our sun's birth and will see its death. We called them the Silenti. They weren't gods or monsters, just beings of immense, unknowable power. And one day, they woke up. Our first sign was the way the stars began to change, their light twisting into patterns that defied physics. Then came the whispers, not in our ears, but in our minds, a psychic hum that drove people to madness. Our fleets, our most powerful weapons, were like toys against them. Entire colonies went dark in an instant, their signals just gone. The Silenti weren't attacking us. They were simply rearranging their home, and we were in the way. Panic turned to despair, then to a quiet, stubborn resolve. If we couldn't fight them with force, we'd have to outsmart them. We dove into their psychic frequencies, not to fight, but to learn, to understand their language of light and gravity. We built ships that didn't fly, but folded space, hiding in the wrinkles of reality. We became ghosts in our own solar system. This wasn't a war for territory. It was a struggle for existence itself. Humanity, scattered and broken, learned a new kind of survival. We stopped shouting at the darkness and learned to listen to its secrets. The Silenti are still out there, rearranging the cosmos to their will. But we are here too, hidden in the shadows, waiting, adapting, and proving that even in the face of cosmic indifference, life finds a way. Thanks for watching, and if you love epic sci-fi stories, be sure to subscribe for more. The galaxy had faced empires. It had faced purges. It had faced the cold judgment of the Ascendancy. But it had never faced this. The first system falls, the outer colony of Veganine went silent. No distress call, no debris field, no radiation spike. When a human scout ship arrived, they found the impossible. The star was dim, not destroyed, drained. Planets were hollowed shells, their cores stripped of energy. Life down to the microbial level was gone. Only one thing remained in orbit, a structure grown, not built, organic, metallic, pulsing and watching. The Ascendancy sent us their most classified archives, sharing everything for the first time in their long existence. What they revealed was terrifying. A galaxy-harvesting entity, the Devourer, was older than them, older than all recorded history. It didn't conquer, it harvested. Civilizations were its crops, and stars were its fuel. All this time, the Ascendancy's pruning of younger species wasn't about control. It was about keeping us small, quiet, and unnoticed. But humanity, in our explosive rise, had just set the galaxy on fire, and the Devourer had finally noticed us. In orbit above Earth, an unthinkable alliance was forged. Ascendancy envoys met with human commanders to apex predators, one ancient, one furious, now facing a common extinction. The terms were simple: survive together or vanish separately. Humanity agreed, but not as subordinates. As equals, that condition alone sent shockwaves across the galaxy. Faced with annihilation, humanity did what we do best under pressure. We adapted. We took Dominion relic technology, reverse-engineered Ascendancy constructs, and unleashed our forbidden war, A-is. Within weeks, we unveiled something truly terrifying: Project Aegis, a new fleet powered by controlled stellar siphons, technology derived from studying the Devourer itself. We had learned from the Predator. The Devourer didn't send ships. It sent fragments of its self-living constructs, the size of moons, that warped into our outer system. The Ascendancy fleets engaged first, unleashing ancient weapons that had erased entire civilizations for millennia. They did nothing. Then humanity fired. Our Aegis vessels channeled compressed stellar energy into focused beams, and for the first time in recorded history, a Devourer fragment screamed. Not electronically, but through the fabric of space itself, a gravitational howl that shook planets, and it retreated. Analysis of the fragment revealed a horrifying truth. The Devourer wasn't a single entity. It was a swarm intelligence spanning multiple galaxies. What we had fought was just a probe, a test. The real body was still on its way. The Ascendancy proposed an evacuation. Abandon the Milky Way, seed new galaxies, and survive quietly. But humanity refused. Earth's representative gave a simple answer: we don't run, we fortify. And for the first time in millions of years, the Ascendancy felt something they had long forgotten: hope. So, we broadcast a transmission into the void. Not a plea, not a warning, but a challenge. You have consumed the silent. You have erased the afraid. You have never faced the defiant. If you want this galaxy, come and take it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more.